Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Light of Ascension Tarot. Welcome to your reading. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to be with you guys, and today's reading is called Permission to Live at Your Highest, to Live Your Highest Timeline, a message from your spirit team, okay? In life, sometimes it feels like we're really frustrated or blocked, or that we can't have what we want, and legitimately sometimes in life we really can't have what we want, but a lot of times we're being redirected into a higher timeline. And I know that that has happened to me many times in my life, and I've always been grateful at the end of the day that I was led to a higher timeline. So hopefully we will get some answers and some reassuring answers and messages from your spirit team, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading today. We have pile number 1, which is the yellow tea light, pile number 2, which is the blue tea light, and pile number 3, which is the red tea light, okay? So take a moment, ground your energy. We're here now, right? We might as well enjoy it, be here. Right, everybody? So let's all get situated and just think about, what are you feeling today? Are you feeling the yellow? Are you feeling blue? Are you feeling red? What's coming to your mind today? What do you feel most drawn to? What pulls you in today, okay? And again, you can watch more than one pile and comment, and I always love all your guys' comments, and appreciate your subscriptions as well too. For those of you that are finding me independently on YouTube, outside of my other tarot channel, I do have another tarot channel called Natalie H Tarot, okay? And there's a link to that tarot channel in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. Okay. Okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow tea light, and today's reading is called Permission to Live Your Highest Timeline, a message from your spirit team. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get some messages for you today, pile number 1, and talk about what it means for you to live your highest timeline and how your team, your spirit team, is helping you to develop that, okay? And I mean, I feel like in life, oftentimes we're hitting the mark in the past, or there's been times in the past already where we were living the highest timeline and then we're rerouted and redirected, right? It happens many times in life, and we take a lot of detours, but we always end up in the destination, right? Pile number 1, cold, dead, and in the ground. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Pile number 1. Right? Yeah, 10 of swords on the bottom of the deck. No wonder. No wonder, pile number 1. What is going on with you, my darlings? Let's go ahead and find out. Maybe some of you have been feeling very beat up by life recently, or just that like nothing works out, and you, despite trying your best and doing, giving everything that you had to a situation, it just didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, okay? And that can be really discouraging, but I also feel like the 10 of swords is, a rerouting to something better. Yeah, we have the 8 of cups after that, like what's left? What do I have left in this situation? What do I have left to look forward to after this person left? And for those of you that experienced a loss in your life, like loss of a loved one, loss of a relationship, loss of a family member, I do feel like you guys have been kind of living with that pain of loss and wondering, like, what is it all for, And, there is a lot of situations, I feel like, in your life, pile number 1, where people might have given up, or it might have felt like people gave up on you at times too, but you're still standing, pile number 1. You know that song, I'm still standing, Let's go ahead and get into it, my loves. Let's do it. Finding. Okay, so part of your highest timeline is finding yourself and finding out who you are and loving yourself and holding yourself in a very high regard, pile number 1, okay? And then finding a sense of love, peace, and calm and safety after the storm is also what I feel like for you guys too. And finding the will to change. I mean, maybe the people around you didn't really want to change and they drug you along for the ride, you know, but I feel like you're finding within you what you need in order to succeed, all right? And you're finding yourself, right? Your spirit team is talking to you here about finding the gold and the treasure that is within you, okay? And I just saw the letter R and the letter A. So if you have that in your name, first name, last name, middle name, take it times 1,000. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Strength. Yeah, permission to live your highest timeline, permission to get through the pain and the struggle and the suffering. The ability to build from your experiences is also what I feel pile number 1 as well. And finding a real sense of appreciation within yourself for the strength that you've had. I'm just looking at the word long lasting right now, like a long lasting strength, a long lasting like sense within you of who you are, your power and your strength. Okay. Pile number 1. All right. We have trust. Wow. So your highest timeline involves trust, strength, and finding yourself. Okay. And also I feel like you guys having the ability to trust other people and to share in that trust, not only to trust yourself, but to trust some other people that are in your circle as well. And maybe that's been hard to do with the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, because Ten of Swords can be about betrayal and kind of like leaving someone holding the bag when the other person walks off, okay? And the Eight of Cups can oftentimes be about abandonment, all right? And I mean, that can be tough to trust again, okay? But Spirit is telling you your highest timeline involves finding what the gold and the treasure within, being strong and learning to trust yourself again and trust other people again. Pile number 1. We have Dragon. Yeah, Dragon always had a way of guarding precious treasure, you know, and to me it looks like here like she is finding the precious treasure within her. And I feel like you guys may resonate with the energy of the dragons, or you may have a dragon spirit that watches over you and helps to guard you as you're going through this time in your life, okay? And I also feel like you guys becoming very fierce as well, like trusting people, the right people, right? Trusting people that are deserving of your trust, being strong, and also protecting yourself is another message, and protecting like your gains in life and protecting what you have found and what you see in yourself, okay? And I am getting Gemini energy here. Some of you may have Gemini in your chart. I'm getting Gemini and Taurus, also Capricorn. We'll see what else comes up. But I feel like finding, a sense of strength within you. And I feel like also too in the past, maybe being like not trusting people or people violating your trust, or, being like, I can't trust anyone. You know what I mean? Pile number 1. And I feel like that may have, you're wanting to protect yourself may have also kind of diminished your ability to trust yourself to find more of what's within you. And I feel like your spirit team is saying here, look, we've got you, we're protecting you. We've got an eye on these situations that are happening in your life or that have happened in the past. And we're protecting you so that you can be vulnerable within yourself and be strong within yourself, okay? We have Earth. I mentioned Taurus and Capricorn already, but we have the ace here with Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And yeah, I mean, I feel like a sense of stability, foundation, like finding a sense of stability and strength within yourself and trust as well. I also feel like, with money and or just building a foundation, and that could have to do with money, trusting yourself with money, or trusting yourself with building a solid foundation for your life that you can kind of build off of and stand on, okay? And instead of feeling like, also kind of trusting what's happening around you, your intuition and how you see situations is also what I feel. I feel like a light bulb going on as well here, pile number 1. We have Earth energy, Ace of Pentacles, having the opportunity, also having the opportunity to like be outdoors and be in nature and do things that are like more of life's simple pleasures and are not so complicated, but are more about you feeling good is what I'm getting, pile number 1, okay? We have distance, retreat, or timeout, okay? And if there's somebody in your life that you've been distant from, or you feel like you had to leave someone behind, or someone left you behind, Spirit is telling you that, you know, there is a person that I feel is always going to wonder about you or be curious about you. And I feel like if you looked back, they would kind of still be there, okay? And I'm getting the letter L and J here. And yeah, something could be going on like right now with a connection where there's some distance between you and another person, but I feel like your spirit team is telling you it's okay. We want you to be strong right now. And if you feel there's someone that you can't trust in your life, then it is fine to put some distance between you and this person, okay? And your spirit team may have came here as well, or came to block this connection in a way, okay? Is also what I feel, pile number 1. We have pin, new job, new career. Wow. All right. Talking about money, job, material things. Dragon energy, very much about like guarding that treasure, finding what we really truly love within ourselves, having an opportunity to do what we really love, okay? And to trust that we are going to have that new job or that new career that we've really been hoping for, okay? And if you have to leave something else in the distance for that, I feel like it's for your higher timeline, okay? And for those of you that are making a change right now, I do feel like you're being protected and your team is coming to say trust. You know, when the opportunity trusts, and you may have to go and leave a situation, like trust it, because your higher timeline involves a new job or career, pile number 1, all right? How do you feel about that? We have ladder, climbing towards success. Yeah, exactly right. And I just heard no mercy. Climbing the ladder with no mercy, all right? Dragon energy is not shy about, you know, like, I've been working hard, I deserve this, and I want to move up, or I want to see myself move up, okay? You're in the ladder, your highest timeline, right? That's so funny. You guys have the ladder. So it literally is about, you know, moving up the ladder. And Spirit just told me it's the former, not the latter, which, you know, whatever came, yeah. Something about something in the past and being around people who were very untrustworthy or made you feel like you couldn't really go for what you want, pile number 1. But Spirit is saying, talking here more about you guys becoming very shrewd and moving up the ladder and getting what you want and finding that new job or that new career, and fully being able to let go of something here where there's been a retreat or time out, so that you can embrace the new opportunities that are coming your way and not second guess yourself when they're offered to you, okay? And you guys climbing towards success, all right? Your highest timeline involves a big shift. I don't mean like a little tiny, like stepping here, stepping there, whatever. I mean a big shift in your timeline from A to Z, okay? Having to do with money, career, and putting some distance between you and other people who want to try to hold you back or keep your attention in the past, all right? Pile number 1, we have here scales, keep your life in balance, okay? Yeah, we could have Libra energy here too. But Spirit really talking to you here about vulnerability. I feel like vulnerability here versus strength, okay? Because here she's like being very vulnerable within herself, and vulnerability is also a sign of strength in when we are in a safe place to do that, right? And I do feel like balance within your life. If you guys have been really trying to go for it on something having to do with career or money, and you have been trying to kind of walk away from something and see what else is out there, but you're not totally sure, okay? Spirit is telling you like your highest timeline actually has to do with your life being in balance, okay? So not too much this way, not too much that way. If you're giving too much energy and attention to haters and people that would want to see you fall, or you're giving too much attention to relationships that frankly should be left in the distance in order for you to get to your highest timeline, Spirit is saying we need to kind of balance the energy out here, okay? And in any relationship that you're in, your highest timeline relationships have to do with a balancing of energy, okay? And an honesty. I really feel an honesty. How can you have trust unless if you, in a relationship, if you can't have trust, how are the scales ever going to be balanced, okay? How is that ever going to work? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Spirit is also saying here, don't let something keep you bonded just because you've been in it for a long time. If the situation has been out of balance, or just because you've been wanting a connection with someone for a long time and they've been at a distance, like it doesn't matter. Like there has to be balance in a connection, okay? First and foremost, and in your life. We have Candle, you will be shown the way. Oh my God, wow, pile number 1, okay? For those of you that are struggling to keep your life in balance and you're feeling a little overwhelmed with some of the practical changes that you feel like may be coming down the pipeline for you when it has to do with money, work, etc. And I also feel like you guys have been doing a damn good job of finding out who you are and being strong and trusting yourself. I really feel like your team wants to come in strong for you here and tell you that not everyone may like the new version of you or may wonder like why you changed or whatever, but that's fine. Like, you know, when you're going up the ladder towards freedom, independence, finding yourself, etc., like not everyone can go on that journey, okay? If you're worried that if you do commit more to something here with this earth energy, or you do take something new on here and you're wondering, how am I going to balance all that out? I feel like your spirit team is saying you will be shown the way, Candle, okay? You will be showing the way. And if you feel like there's a big distance right now between what you want and what's currently in your reality, I also feel like Spirit is saying you've already covered a lot of distance in your life. Like, I don't know how old you are, pile number 1, but it doesn't matter. You've already covered a lot of distance in your life, and Spirit's like, you know, we'll take it from here. We will show you the way. Just keep being strong and choosing yourself and finding out who you are and putting yourself out there to take on and do new things, all right? And we'll take care of the rest for you is what I feel like they're saying. I used my naughty kinky deck in this reading too for you guys. So normally I have these cards on my other channel, but I mean, why not, right? Your higher timeline involves getting, you know, eaten out while you sit on a table. Pile number 1. Anyway, you know how it goes, pile number 1. But I mean, I feel like it's like taking on all of life, you know, going for it all the way. The 8 of Wands, not holding back, going in there really hard, you know, like I hate to use the metaphor of going down on someone, but if you're going to do it, don't be like, you know, little here, little there. Like when that's going on, you want someone to really go for it, or to go for it on you, or you to go for it on them. The 8 of Wands is about, you know, let's just go for it, you know, reach out and grip the butt cheeks of life and take it in like you mean it, pile number 1. Smile like you like it, pile number 1. I love incorporating these cards into this reading. I'm dying right now. You guys know how I like it. But anyway, we have the Hanged Woman here. And Hanged Woman or Hanged Man. And I feel like this is what's been kind of going on. It's like you're almost there. Like the wee is almost in her mouth, pile number 1. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. This, if you can see the card here, I'll flash it to you guys really quickly. But anyway, I feel like, you know, it's almost there. It's almost there. It's almost in your mouth. You're almost ready, you know, to begin the endeavor. You're almost ready to kind of latch on and take it to the next level, okay? And I do feel like your team is lifting you up. Like I feel, you know, at like a ski lift, when you get lifted up and carried to your, if you're like a skier, you know, those, I've never skied, but you know, they lifts you up and carries you to the top of the mountain so that you can go from there. I feel like that is what your spirit team is doing. Like they're focusing on you intently and like lifting you. And you're like, well, I got a big booty. How are they going to lift me? Believe me, they're strong, strength, right? You guys need somebody that can lift you up, pile number 1, whether that's in your relationships, at work, whatever, you know, like having people around you that like really lift you up, and also notice when something is slipping a little bit, and instead of just staring like they don't know what to do, actually helping you with something too, right? And yeah, so I feel like Spirit's like, you're almost there. We're gonna like chairlift you up to the top of the mountain so that you can get there quicker, 8 of Wands, and then you have to put your whole back into it after that, pile number 1. Or as they would say, put your whole, you know, pussy into it, pile number 1. This isn't my naughty channel, but you know, I had to surprise you guys with a little bit of crazy fun, okay? And here we have the Fire of Desire. I love that. Sun in Aries, work it, baby. And look at the little baby dragon. Oh, it's a little baby. Why am I talking to this dragon like I'm talking to my dog? I talk to my dog like that in a baby voice, like, oh, look at the little baby. I feel like you guys are actually the ones commanding this dragon energy. I feel in the past, maybe it was hard to trust people because there were people around you that wanted things from you and just wanted to take, or weren't interested in you finding yourself or you being yourself, okay? And I feel like you're done with that now with this Fire of Desire, Sun in Aries card, okay? And your dragon is right there with you and ready to, you know, pounce on anybody who has anything to say about it, is what I feel. Pile number 1, okay? So not only is your spirit team here, but I do feel the dragons are, I mean, they're up in your reading twice here. So if you resonate with that symbolism already, like take it times 1,521, okay? That's like one of my favorite numbers, but I don't know, for some reason I always say that number. But I feel like gone are the days when you're like wondering if you can trust the things coming your way in life, or the things that are coming in for you, pile number 1. I feel like gone are those days, and I feel like coming up for you, you're really getting to trust your own power of preservation and determination, is what I feel. We have here Descendant and Invitation. Yeah, your guides are saying this is an invitation to, you know, move into your highest timeline, okay? And also the Descendant in astrology is, you know, where we meet other people and find partnership with other people. It doesn't have to be romantic partnerships. It could be any type of, you know, partnership really, and business partnership, collaboration, whatever it is, all right? And I feel like you guys, Spirit is like, here's an invitation. And I feel like because you've really been working on changing and finding yourself and being strong and trusting yourself here, even at times if you felt a little bit overwhelmed because things felt a little out of balance, I feel like Spirit is giving you an invitation here and saying, you know, we're going to invite you to the party, all right? You're getting invited to the party no matter what, pile number 1. This is the permission to live your highest timeline. And it's an invitation anyway. It's not even, it's like you get invited to it. Maybe you're the guest of honor, actually, pile number 1, you know? Maybe it's an invitation to your own party at the end of the day here. Ah, wow. We have hand fasting and union. Interesting. And look at these. So I'm loving the scenery here. Like she's standing in the woods and she looks like she's wearing a gown of leaves. And leaves to me also represent letting go, or autumn, letting things go when the leaves fall, all of that. If there's something that you need to let go of with this distance and retreating or time out, I feel like Spirit is saying at the end of the day, you're going to end up with somebody really great. Now, this could be like you just being more happy and settled if you're already partnered with the person that you're with, and you guys getting a beautiful house together, or going on a beautiful vacation, or celebrating abundance together. But I also feel like for some of you here, if you've been struggling to move past a relationship where there has been distance between you and another person, I feel like Spirit is saying here, do not despair, all right? Because we are going to bring we're going to bring something new into your life here, even with love, I feel like. And there's going to be an opportunity to trust and to love again, all right? And it's a very joyful union. And also I feel like your team is saying here, if someone invites you to something, or you're given an invitation to something, to like go somewhere or do something, I feel like Spirit is saying, don't turn it down, okay? Because there's something about going there or doing that or taking that invitation from someone else that actually leads you to your higher timeline, okay? And I feel like that's an important tip for you guys. And a lot of the work that you've been doing now to find yourself and be strong and let go of what no longer serves you, all of that, I feel like is because there's an invitation for union here to a higher timeline, all right? And I feel like your higher timeline is relationships, money, career. I feel like this is where you're tracking, okay? And the dragons are like, trust us. We know what's best for you. We've been with you for a long time, and we're watching, we're watching everyone's moves here, all right? And yeah, I feel like if you guys recently left someone behind too, the dragons are like, yep. I feel like they're winking at me and they're like, yep, that was the right thing to do. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't look back. Okay, as the song goes, don't look back in anger. Do you guys know that song by Oasis, the band from a long time ago? Anyway, I mean, you can be angry, but I just feel like your dragons are like, we got you. No need to look back. Just keep pressing forward and take that invitation when it comes. It's actually going to be your highest timeline for sure, pile number one, okay? And let's go ahead and find out. So for pile number one, Spirit team of pile number one, can you tell me, what does pile number one need to know about their highest timeline? Or what would you like to tell pile number one about their highest timeline, please? What about their highest timeline here? Temperance. Okay. Yeah. If you recently look at Temperance here, this is the after tarot. So Temperance is, the Temperance angel is dumping out, dumping something out and setting something free here. And I feel like some of you may have been a little bit stuck on something, kind of going back into something, going back out of something. You've got one foot in the door, one foot out the door. You're dumping something out here, or you're letting something go. I mean, there could also be a literal dumping or someone left someone type of energy here too. But ultimately, I feel like this is your spirit team to me. Whenever I see Temperance, I'm always like, okay, spirit guide, spirit guide. There's a couple other cards that indicate that to me too. But this is your guide saying, yeah, it is time to release your feelings and let go about something. There is really nothing else that you could have done in this situation. And they're saying you did a really great job with whatever's been going on, pile number one. And just, you learned a lot from some of the lessons that I feel like you guys have really been growing. And I mean, if you look at the difference between where you are now versus 2 years ago, I feel like Spirit is saying, can't you tell like how much you've grown? I feel like sometimes we get really caught up in the emotions of what's happening around us instead of like looking at our progress, okay? And I feel like your team is really trying to point out the obvious here and be like, look at how far you've come. I feel some of you have been growing a lot in the last 2 years, really finding yourself, okay? and really showing your strength and your perseverance and your trust in spirit as well, pile number 1, okay? So don't second guess it. Let's go. What else here for pile number 1 regarding their highest timeline? I'm like, let's go. I feel like your spirit team is like, let's go. Take the invitation, you know, get out. We're going to show you the way. Don't worry. Just keep your life in balance. Take the opportunities that come your way, and we will show you the rest, okay? And I mean, I feel like what your team is saying, your highest timeline does not involve you waiting for someone else to change who's never going to change, okay? And they are who they are in this lifetime, and that's cool. That's fine. And I just feel like your highest timeline is not the Four of Swords, for sure. I mean, Four of Swords is a great card, but it's also kind of a time waster here is what I'm feeling. And trying to mend the distance between you and someone else with someone who's kind of checked out anyway and not really on your level. And you may feel like you're being kind to kind of like check in or come back or make an overture here, but I feel like your guides are saying that's a waste of time, okay? It should actually already be done. There may be somebody that you're at a distance with that you flirt with talking to again, or they flirt with talking to you again. And I feel like Spirit is, your guides are being a little tough here and saying that situation should already be done. Pile number 1. I feel like they're saying we already gave you the truth about it, honestly. And at this point, it's just kind of wasting time. We need you to be done with this, okay? Some of you here have dragon energy around you. And let me tell you, the dragons are like, if you need a kick in the butt or some tough love, the dragons will set you on the right path, okay? And let's go ahead. What does Spirit want to tell pile number 1 about their highest timeline? Okay, 9 of Wands. This is a card of great strength, and I feel like here, you know, you guys have strength came up too, and you may have been taught that like to be like a nice person, you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of it, like the whole thing of I gotta be a nice person. And I mean, it's fine to be a nice person, pile number 1. I'm okay with it. But like, there's something here about reviving dead situations that have already like kind of beat you up here in a way where I feel like your guides are a little bit pissed off about this, because I do feel like there's been an opening or like something left open in your life for someone. It could be a family member, relationship, whatever it is. I mean, I feel like your guide is here, is like got your back, and is standing right next to you, okay? But I feel like there is someone here where you have, this is, okay, we have the Devil and the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. So trying to revive something that is clearly, you know, and some of you here might have been a little bit, you know, let me see here. A little bit checked out on something here, pile number 1, as far as someone in your life who you keep showing up for, but nothing is really changing, okay? And I feel like this person is, it's not on their highest timeline either to be with you, okay? And I know that that can be like really hard to hear. You know, I feel like if there is someone in your life who you're at a distance and you've really been working hard to find yourself, but as a result, the distance between you and another person has grown, I feel like it is not in your best interest or their best interest to stay on this timeline, okay? And I feel like both of your guys' guides are here and kind of saying, no, this isn't the right timeline for either of you. And I think both of you may have been playing a little bit safe here, kind of coming back to one another and expecting a different result, all right? And I do feel like there is someone else for you guys to meet, but there's kind of like a Sleeping Beauty energy here. It's like we can't really have what's on the other side of something here until we stop interacting with an energy that is, you know, moving out of our life, okay? Like, we can't keep distracting ourselves with that. It's kind of a fairy tale in a way, pile number one, okay? And I feel like Spirit is saying no. And their guide, this person's guide, is also like, no. They're getting very distracted too, or it's pulling them off course too. So, I mean, the guides have a way of speaking. They really do. And, you know, I mean, there is a real, it's kind of like you being like, everything could be okay, or everything will be okay if we just give it a little bit of time here. But I kind of feel like, I'm not feeling it, pile number one. Whatever distance has been growing here, I say just keep going on your merry way. And because you're on a ladder that's trying to go up here, okay? What else? What else here? Seven of Swords. Yeah, don't look back in anger. Don't keep looking back. Don't keep, you know, there's some people, Seven of Swords is facing this invitation, like, ooh, like raising their eyebrows, like an invitation, and then walking into this lasso that is literally going to catch their foot and hang them from a tree, okay? I mean, I think it's like flirting with something, like, oh, like an invitation to kind of like open up a communication or like talk again, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's a very slippery slope here, pile number one. And sometimes we kind of walk into our own trap and we're not aware, and we see the invitation and we're trying to pick things up and move on, but then we look back and then we step right back into that trap, okay? And I feel like Spirit is saying, no, 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 no. Your team is like, you know, you're too prepared for this, and we've prepared you too much anyway to keep slipping up in that noose. You know what I mean? It's not like a noose, but to keep slipping, like we've prepared you enough that if there is someone that comes back around, that where there's really tricky energy here, their communication, or we feel like there's unfinished business, things that haven't been said, I just heard like leave the past in the past, okay? Your guides are saying like there's no way to like, I think some of you guys are wondering if there's a higher timeline for you with this person where you two could be together, and it keeps you looking back at something that frankly is no bueno anymore, okay? And Spirit is just saying, no, that's not a part of your higher timeline. Keep walking, keep moving forward. And watch where you're walking, okay? Don't let this person distract you, because it's a huge fucking distraction. And, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, pile number one. You know what I'm saying? The old saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. And trust is an issue, okay? And your guys are saying no, like maybe you guys are thinking, well, maybe there's a version of my higher timeline with this person in it. And I feel your guys are like, no, there's not, okay? Pile number one, I'm sorry. Like sometimes I feel like when I give messages, it's a little harsh, but I have to be like, the image that I'm seeing here is very clear. And obviously you guys have the dragons working with you. So I feel like they're like, be clear, be concise, be clear. All right. I'm like, okay, but let's get another one. As far as your highest timeline for my pile number ones here, highest timeline for pile number one, Spirit, highest timeline here. Queen of Cups. Okay. This is the after tarot. So this queen is actually reaching into her cup and pulling out a fish and throwing it back in the water, okay? So the whole saying, there's plenty of fish in the sea, or if that fish, you know, throw it back in the water and catch another one type of thing. I feel like there is something that you've had your feelings invested in, and there has been a growing distance, and you guys have been maybe like emotionally distracted by this. I feel like your spirit team is trying to clear the energy around this situation and cleanse you from this, because I do think it's been, and the Temperance is also a very cleansing energy of getting out the emotions and letting go. I do think there is like a message here of, we caught a fish, but it's not the fish for us, so we need to let it go type of thing. I'm also seeing, you know, like how there's a flag, a country that has a flag on it that has like a crescent moon on it. Is that like a Muslim thing, or is that in a Muslim country, or is that an Asian country? I do feel like I'm seeing a maroon flag here that has like the sun and the moon on it. Is that from a certain religious faith or country overseas? Okay, like Asian is kind of what I'm feeling here. I feel like Spirit is like, you're a very like psychically sensitive person, pile number one. You're very lovely. You're all about like finding yourself, okay? But I do think that there is something here that your spirit team is like, we don't really, you know, if someone you felt left you out, like hung you out to dry in some kind of a way, pile number one, I feel like Spirit is just saying here, it's not what you think it is. Throw it back into the sea, okay? You have a big heart, but this isn't the thing, all right? And let's get another one here. Your higher timeline does involve you letting go of things, and maybe some of you have already had to let go of a lot of things in your life, and I know how painful that can be, pile number one, but there is something here about clearing the emotional energy from a situation. Do you know what I mean? Like, there can be distance between you and a person, but the emotional energy is still there. And I know like your guides are not telling you to stop caring about someone and just throw them the middle finger and walk away if that's not how you feel. You know what I mean? But they're also saying like, we do need you to, we're trying to help you like cleanse this energy, okay? Here's the 10 of Wands here because it's gotten very oppressive to you. The 10 of Wands is the Lord of oppression, okay? And it's like I tried, and this is the after tarot, so you see all the wands are now out of his hand. And at least he's released the burden and he's let it go. And there isn't much left there. And we're just kind of looking at the ruins of a situation. But it's like I can finally sleep, or I can finally, like, once I let this go, I can finally be at peace is kind of what I'm feeling here. I also feel like this situation has oppressed you unnecessarily, okay? Trying to put all the pieces of it together, and it got really tiring. And I am seeing something with the knee here for those of you that have had knee issues, or this person had knee issues. I was getting that Capricorn energy earlier, which, you know, knees and Capricorns, but I feel like your needs were not being met in this situation. And it's like, how do I make something out of nothing? And Spirit is saying you don't, you know, you don't make something out of nothing. You gather yourself up, let go, and take a brief little sojourn, like rest, and take it easy for a little bit and clear your energy. And then Ace of Wands, after the 10 of Wands is the Ace of Wands. We go back to the beginning, you know, then it's time. It's time to, you know, set this bitch on fire. All right, pile number one. All right, oh, look at that. The Empress on the bottom of your guys' deck. There it is. There's your highest timeline. Okay, there's the Hierophant and the Empress and the Ace of motherfucking Cups. Okay, for those of you Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, these are both Taurus cards. Also, the Empress is Taurus and Libra. The Hierophant is Taurus. And here's the Ace of Cups and the Ace of fucking Pentacles and the Two of fucking Cups. Okay. So again, and look at there's the 10 of Swords underneath that. So we have to do the work of letting this thing go and get out of confusion, because this thing is not it, okay? There is a higher timeline for you with someone different, with someone better, who will not lead you into a trap, okay, pile number one? And yeah, that is what you need to do to move to your higher timeline. And when you do that, a lot of things are gonna open up for you. There's gonna be career things, there's going to be money things, you're gonna move up, you may move to a different place. There's gonna be so many things opening up for you. There could be new love for you too, all right? Your highest timeline is the Empress. So if we're dilly-dallying around with these things that are just a trap that are being set for us, then Spirit is saying that's not the move, okay? Because underneath it, there's the Empress. That's really your highest timeline. All right, my beautiful pile number ones. I hope that that reading was, I know sometimes I get a little preachy in my readings. I don't know if you guys knew, but like my father was a preacher. He's no longer with us, but he was a preacher and I attribute my preachiness to him, okay? I got that preacher blood within me. All right, pile number one, thank you so much and take care. Let's move on to pile number two. All righty, pile number two, let's do it. Okay. Florida water, ooh la la, I like it, I like it. Let's do it. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the blue tea light, and today's reading is called Permission to Live Your Highest Timeline, pile number two. So your team, your spirit team is gonna be in touch with me here and tell me how do we get you to your highest timeline and what they're doing to help you and what you can look forward to as a result. All right, pile number two. I feel like flashing you guys a peace sign right now. Like, let's do it, pile number two. Peace sign and pile number two. Actually, I was just thinking pile number two, like I need to make some Florida water. Do any of you guys have a recipe for that? I mean, I could look it up online, but I want to make my own this time. Do you have a good recipe that you like? Anyway, pile number two, let's get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, for my beautiful pile number twos who came here today for their wonderful reading, can you please connect with me now? Spirit team for pile number two, please. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium between you and pile number two. Thank you so much. Okay, 6 of Wands, slam dunk. Your spirit team is like, this is gonna be a slam dunk. All right, pile number two. Let's find out. We have here, ooh, blessings. Oh my God, wow. And I feel like you guys have been doing such an amazing job, like being hopeful and grateful and showing other people how to be hopeful and grateful, even if at times you've been very emotional or it's been hard to believe or it's been hard to, hold on to something. I definitely feel like your guides are like, you're doing a great job, slam dunk, baby. Okay, blessings coming your way. And your highest timeline definitely involves sharing your light with others, I feel, maybe even helping others see the hope in situations and blessing others with your presence, pile number two. Okay, that's part of your highest timeline is what I feel. I feel like you are a light bringer or you are a blessing maker as well. And part of your highest timeline has to do with that. Okay, peace. Yeah. I just got chills. Yeah. Oh, pile number two, peace in your heart. Okay, your highest timeline involves you really connecting with the truth of your essence and your emotions and your hope and your gratitude, helping guide other people to that, helping other people find their way to peace. And if you look at the dove is carrying, I don't know what he's carrying, a little plant or something he's carrying in his mouth or his or her mouth. And I feel like that's you guys bringing hope and peace to other people and also to yourself. Pile number two. Oh, I love it already. We have, determination. Wow. That's why your guides are like 6 of Wands, slam dunk. And I feel like some of you have had to do this with, things where you've been up against the grain or you have been, you've had disadvantages, I feel like in your life at times, pile number two, that maybe sometimes you felt like kept you, from reaching your highest timeline, and that ball is about ready to sink into that net, okay? It's like literally almost there. And I feel like you guys are very close to your highest timeline. And I mean, as we go, I feel like you guys just keep getting higher. It just keeps going, okay? And I also feel like your spirit team is telling you we were there at a low point as well. Like we were there at a low point when you felt like you were declining rather than going up, and we helped raise you back up, and there's a fire within you and a determination within you, and it's nothing but net, okay, baby? So determination and peace. like determination, but not at the cost of your own personal peace and your ability to also bring that to others, right? And I feel like your guides are giving you a compliment, pile number 2, right now, and saying you have like you were blessed with a demeanor that has you being very peaceful and loving towards others, but also very determined. And that is like, that's a really powerful combination. Okay. So I feel like your guides are saying, like, your team, your spirit team is saying, you already came into this lifetime with such a huge blessing over you. Okay. And it may not have always felt like that at times, especially if you faced a lot of challenges or even disability over certain things. Pile number 2. Okay. We have sea serpent here. Ooh, the Ouroboros. Yeah, baby. The eye at the center of the storm. And I feel like no matter whatever was going around you, pile number 2, or like how the rest of the world was, you know, the world has a very devouring feel to it at times, you know? It's like energy is never created, like energy is never destroyed. It just keeps going type of thing. And I feel like that's what your team is also saying. Like your highest timeline involves you, like, being the anchor, even if the rest, well, okay, I don't know. Like you guys, I feel like this is what you guys have done, but I also feel like peace is more of your highest timeline, because I feel like in the past, you guys were the anchor and the visionary and the seer in the middle of a blackout or in the middle of a storm. Okay. And I feel like this is part of your determination, like that gives you this, but I also feel like right now, Spirit is saying peace actually outweighs this, but you have gained, I mean, the sea serpent also has to do with the sacral chakra. It has to do with clairsentience. Maybe some of you here are psychic, because I feel like that's a psychic eye looking at me right now. And it has to do with the sacral chakra and creativity and the energy of the divine feminine. And I feel like this is always, even if you were in dark situations, and I mean, the feminine can be very dark anyway, but even if you were getting devoured in the pits of hell, pile number 2, I think you'd find a way to crawl out of it. I gotta tell you, right? I have a magnet on my fridge. I think it's Winston Churchill that said, if you're going through hell, just keep going. Okay. That determination is a blessing to have in life, I really feel, okay? And to know that no one could ever destroy you, pile number 2, okay? Or destroy what's within you. I feel like your guides are telling you that. Oh, I love it. We have freedom, leap, Uranus, and opportunities. It's like the Fool card in this tarot, all right? And your guides are saying your highest timeline involves you having a lot of courage to leap out in front where other people fear to tread, or to live a life that is very unique or different, but is you and represents the heart of who you are, okay? Not everyone's gonna be like you. Not everyone's gonna understand you or why you're doing what you do. I feel like when you guys come in a room, it's like there's an earthquake, or you shake, you know, shake, shake, shake the room, pile number 2, okay? Or Spirit wants you, says your highest timeline involves you walking into the room and shake, shake, shaking that room, all right? I also feel like your highest timeline has something to do with being devoured in the spirit of creativity and not drowning and not losing yourself in that, okay? And artists have that, and that takes a very like trained, you know, that takes a strong core at the center and a strong knowing at the center with that psychic eye, okay? And Spirit is saying your highest timeline is to know that your blessings are all within you, emotionally, mentally, physically, your sense of peace and determination to go for what you want. And Spirit is saying here, also, for those of you that feel like you've been waiting for your blessing to come towards you and you've been expecting it, but it feels like it's taking forever, I feel like Spirit is saying your highest timeline is actually not for you to wait for it to come to you, but for you to leap out towards it, okay? And you need to leap out towards it, pile number 2, for sure. And you need to kind of throw caution to the wind. Now, there is going to be a time for determination and work and pedal to the metal and resting and having peace. But the thing is, in order to really put your blessings, because you have significant blessings and talent, I feel, pile number 2. But to really put it into action, you need to leap out of any constraints or, you know, quote unquote, having a regular life, okay? I feel like you're gonna be beyond that, or your highest timeline is actually beyond, quote unquote, the regular life of a quote unquote normal person. And I keep saying quote unquote because what is that anyway? You know what I mean? Like a normal person. I knew this was gonna come up. I knew it. And we have assistants and spirit guides, okay? And this is from this deck here, the Yin Yang Oracle. And this deck I shuffled, so there's reversals in it. So you guys have spirit guide reversed and assistants reversed, okay? And I feel like maybe there's been times when you're like, I can do that myself, or I don't want to bother my guides, or I don't want to ask too much from the universe, okay? And I feel like your guides are like, no, ask for our assistance, ask for our help, ask us for what you need and what you want, okay? And they don't like to see you struggle, okay? And they're here to help you leap forward. I also feel like for you guys, there could have been people in your life that didn't have the best intentions for you, that were actively trying to guide you away. Like, not spirit guides, but people on the earth plane who are actually trying to guide you away from your peace and try to tell you, like, not to take risks or not to go for it, or to just wait for your blessings to come. Or maybe there was some message as you were growing up that was conveyed, like it's better to just kind of stay in your own little corner and wait for things to come to you. But no, that isn't it. The sea serpent is very fierce and determined, and you actually are supposed to be leaping towards freedom, all right? We have casket. Wow, someone is going out of your life or the end of a situation. Yeah. And I feel like your guides are not happy with this person, pile number 2, because they take away from your peace, they distract you from your mission, and they put you in a place of, waiting for your blessing to come to you instead of leaping towards it, okay? Because I feel like they wear down your energy, and your guides really don't approve of this person at all. And I feel like your guides are sending you an alarm clock here. It's like the alarm clock going off, and they're like, no. This person is leaving your life for a reason. Don't try to, you know, if someone is leaving your life, let them leave your life, okay? Your guides want them to leave your life because I feel like they've been blocking you from leaping towards your opportunities and your freedom because they've been distracting you from your peace, okay? Which I don't like, pile number 2. We have carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Yeah. I mean, I see the wheel again here. The wheel reminds me of the Ouroboros and the snake eating its tail. It's like the wheel of fortune in the tarot, you know? It's like the wheel just keeps on spinning and we keep on keeping on, you know, pile number 2. And I also feel like your highest timeline could involve you going and visiting somewhere, or maybe, you know, going on a vacation or moving somewhere even here, okay? I also feel like with the mental journey, like changing the way you think about situations and your responsibility in the situations, that you have to be the one at the center that holds everything together, okay? And Spirit is needing you to take a journey away from that, okay? And they're telling you, no, that is not how you move forward, okay? I feel like you're a stabilizing energy, pile number 2, in situations, but your guides are like, it's also exhausting you and wearing you down, and mentally and physically exhausting you, and they want you to get off that hamster wheel, okay? Pile number 2, we have here, woman, dealings or a relationship with a woman. All right, do you guys have dealings with a woman? Maybe it was your mother, or some sister, or somebody here. Somebody here I feel like is very like jealous or toxic towards you, pile number 2, okay? They might try to act like they're an admirer of you, but I don't feel like they truly are. Hopefully it's this person that's leaving your life, okay? Or leaving you in general. I mean, that may be hard if you're young. I know, I mean, it's hard to like, maybe some of you did actually lose your mother, but I feel like there is someone here who acts like they support you or that they like how determined you are, all right? But I feel like really they may just be judging you or thinking that you can't do it, all right? And I feel like their energy sometimes wears off on you, pile number 2, and I don't like that, okay? That needs to go in the casket for sure. You're gonna rise above it anyway, determined. We have sunrise here. Okay, and I'm really getting the energy of the Egyptian pyramids here on this determination. Some of you may have connections to, ancient Egypt. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Yeah, you guys definitely, your higher timeline may not involve where you're at physically. Some of you may actually need to move or leave and mentally check out of certain situations where you're constantly just chasing your tail and holding the center, but it's not getting anywhere, okay? I think mentally we need to check out of those situations and maybe need to even leave or move where we're physically at. And there is some new creative ideas and a fresh start here for you, and your highest timeline involves you leaving or moving or mentally changing the way you think about yourself and what your duties are in this world, okay? I always say, pile number 2, if you believe in yourself and know what you want, you're gonna make it happen. That's Mariah Carey, make it happen, okay? Yeah, with the sacral chakra and the sea serpent and the creative ideas and the sacral chakra and all of that, it's all about the movement for you. You can't stay in anything where you're constantly devouring your own tail with people who expect you to just stay in their orbit and, like neutralize the situation. Okay, pile number 2, or neutralize their energy when they're like, a whacked out reptile. All right, nothing against snakes. Like, I'm fine with them. I actually have a huge tattoo of a snake on my left side, but whatever. In this situation, I feel like no. These situations where you're holding everything together, and it is just this, it's keeping your energy. Okay, the thing I want to show you, pile number 2, about the sacral chakra, this, first of all, the chakras spin like this, okay? And they're spinning balls of energy. And if you're intimately connected to someone, whether it's like someone you really love, a partner or a friend, or you're really connected to someone where they don't know how to save themselves from themselves, and you find yourself at the center trying to help this person or be the stabilizing factor, this eats up your sacral chakra or your creative energy, okay? I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm just saying it's a locked system and the energy is not free to flow, okay? And look at this orange sunrise. Look at that big sacral chakra there, and look at the rays coming off of it, and look at how the energy is flowing. It's not a closed circuit. When you give your energy to one particular person or situation who's always a clusterfuck for you, it puts everything into like a closed circuit pattern that you can't move forward. It's like the energy is spinning, but it's not going anywhere, okay? And your highest timeline is like actively moving away from that carriage energy. Oh yeah, I have a naughty deck that I used for your guys' reading. We have the Ace of Wands. I brought my naughty deck from my other channel, and look at her. She's hanging on to, it looks like a big old fat dildo type of thing. But she's hanging on to something, and it's like a security, right? Like, I don't want to leave this because, or kind of like clinging, maybe clinging to old ideas or clinging to old successes, or, it's like an artist who has like one hit and then tries to make every hit like that because they want to Ace of Wands it over and over and over again. And it's kind of like that one-hit wonder type of thing. Spirit is saying that's not really your destiny, to be a one-hit wonder and then just be gone from the scene. Okay, pile number 2. So you need to ride that creative energy like you would a dang-a-lang. All right, pile number 2, you need to ride the wave of creativity and hang on for dear life, but leap towards what you want. And, they're also saying that some situations may feel like, you're wasting too much time, but I feel like your guides are also reassuring you to say, like, for some reason, not for some reason, but you're always on the cutting edge, and this situation, whatever it is going to be a stepping stone to get you to the next phase, but they don't want you to get stuck there because you're afraid to launch out, okay? So they want you to know that, like, it seems like you're about ready to leap or take that risk, but you're also kind of at a level where you've just paused for a moment, which is fine to pause, but I feel like they're just saying don't get stuck there, like that isn't your highest timeline. We have here the 5 of Wands. Yeah, look at this. This dude is trying to pull her shirt over her eyes so that she can't see what's going on, okay? Pile number 2, reverse the genders or however you want to look at it, but somebody's being very vulnerable and bearing it all, and the other person is still trying to be in control and pull the wool over your eyes and make you think that something isn't the way it is when it really is, okay? It's kind of gaslighting in a way, pile number 2. For those of you dealing with a situation like that, I feel like your guides are very pissed off at this person, and it does impact your peace. I feel like with the 5 of Wands is an energy of conflict. And if we're so busy trying to defend ourselves or prove that we're right, or we're so busy trying to fight off people that are trying to, confuse us, I feel like Spirit is saying here, definitely don't waste time on that, okay? And if it starts impacting your peace, let it go. Oh, wow. Oh my God. I love it. We have a Mercury card, Lilith and Mercury energy. So the Mercury, the planet. And it says here, instinctual bliss, okay? And I feel like there is someone here. Like there's a person, it could be a parent, a partner, a person, whoever the main person is in your life that you feel has deliberately kind of kept you behind your wall, okay? And kept you like just waiting for your blessings to show up rather than just getting out there. And I kind of feel like some of you guys, maybe this situation may even be a way because you're a little afraid maybe at times to just leap out there or put yourself out there at times. So you may be like kind of hanging on to this situation even in a way, because even though instinctually you know that they're doing what they're doing, because I feel you're very psychic, pile number 2, but sometimes we don't want to leave a situation because it feels safer when someone is deliberately, holding us back so that we don't have to take a risk. You know what I mean? And I really want you guys to think about that. I'm not trying to, but I really want you guys to think about like what is stopping you at this point, okay? And I feel like some of you could have had a parent that was very critical or judgmental, or there is someone in your life presently who is very critical and judgmental of you, okay? And I do feel like this person is blocking you, but your guides are saying, your higher timeline is that you will get away from this person. They are determined to put this person in a casket and, get them out of your life. Maybe not literally in a casket, but they're determined to not let this person. It's almost like you guys are like, until this situation clears up, or until this person gives me validation and shows me the way, I'm just going to kind of hang back, okay? And that definitely is not your highest timeline, okay? And some of you guys, you may be like, you know, I don't know, maybe like going nude at times, or you don't have any qualms about like showing your body, or you want to be in that energy of feeling free in your body, and you don't want to be with somebody who tries to like lock you up and throw away the key, okay? Whether it was a parent or a partner, I feel like you guys want to enjoy your life, all right? And this person holding you back, I also feel like they're not in this picture. They're not really like, they're holding this door, but I also feel like in this picture, you're bigger than them, and you're like, I feel your spirit is bigger than them, and you can bust right through them, you know? And it's like where we've created a block for ourselves because it feels safe, but then we've also, you know, put someone there in front of it to make it even more. You know what I'm saying? And Spirit's like, no, no, no. Like, you guys are meant to like really be comfortable and happy, blissful in your body with a big smile on your face, okay? And that is your higher timeline. I also feel like body confidence and just feeling beautiful and like walking around naked and enjoying life that way, right? And yeah, because the sea serpent is also very sexual, and the sacral chakra is definitely where that energy happens. We have Ceres and we have nurture. Nurture. So the key hook, actually, Ceres in astrology is an asteroid, and the symbol for the asteroid is a key hook, okay? And I feel like Spirit is saying the key to developing your highest timeline and developing yourself and your ideas creatively and getting yourself out there is to stop feeding your energy to a closed circuit that, I mean, as determined as you are, I feel like you could keep going on an energy circuit once you're put on it. But I feel like you guys are meant to move away from that and explore your own light and energy away from that. And the key to releasing yourself from that energetic prison is to nurture yourself and to give yourself, you know, more energy than you're giving to this particular situation, okay? Maybe you can't completely drop it because of certain reasons, but you can give yourself a lot more energy than you're giving this person and protect your peace in a lot, okay? And for some of you, it may involve like a complete removal as well. But your ability to be on your highest timeline has to do with your willingness to get out of a closed energy circuit and embrace your own nature and nurture yourself, and then not hold your own self back, okay? It's like we need emotional peace, and we also need determination. These things are going to move you to your highest timeline, pile number 2, okay? Oh yeah, we got fire and we got passion. Of course we do. And look at you guys, like look at that orange swirling, look at that sacral chakra, fire, passion, dancing, moving energy, okay? I do feel like you guys need to move energy. Do you see what I'm doing with my hand right now? Like this kind of thing, like move the energy in and around you, and you know, dance through the pain, laugh through the pain, as we always have to do in life. But there is a passion within you. You're not meant to be a person who sits passively with all this light and talent and wait for your blessing, okay? You are meant to fucking leap out there, pile number 1 or 2, okay? You're meant to leap out there. And, you know, your guides are going to help you with this, all right? And, you're meant to be in the flow of passion. Okay, I'm seeing a K and an S here. I'm also seeing the number 5, could be a birthday. I'm seeing the number 2. Let me see what else here. A T, there's a T here, and a B, and a P, all right, for initials. RP. RPS or RP5, all right? But could be initials, your initials, their initials, whoever. But let's see if I can see anything else, all right? Okay, I am seeing like a teacup turned over, and to me, like the cups in the tarot are the emotions. So I do think you need to kind of leave, like I said, you have to kind of put your cup upside down. Like, don't be involved in this energy circuit, because look at how much energy you can generate for yourself when you're in your own energy circuit, okay? And this is for my empaths too, who find yourself getting stuck in empathic grids that don't make sense for you anymore and are trapping your energy, okay? And it could have to do with other people, la la la. But the thing of the matter is that you're meant to create on a grander scale with a lot more, you know, oomph and va-va-voom in your paintbrush or in your writings or your words or your business or your intuition or whatever it is that you want to do in this world, whatever it is that lights you up, whatever that passion is. You need to free up your energy circuit so that you can really go for it, okay? Pile number 2, that's the big lesson here, because you have a really powerful sacral chakra that needs to be set free in the fires of passion. All right, my loves, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get a few cards here from the tarot. From pile number 2, Spirit Team, can you show me what pile number 2 Spirit Team would like to communicate regarding this? What would they like to communicate here regarding the message? What would they like to lose yourself in the passion, you know? Well, 2 of Swords, right? 2 people facing the opposite direction, looking at their phones, not engaged with each other. Talk about being caught in an energetic loop. The 2 of Swords, I mean, it's a lovely card, but depicted here, you can tell that 2 people are together, but they're not really together. Or that they're not happy, or someone's in a situation where the energy is still stuck together, but no one's really moving out of it, okay? And it's creating a stalemate is what it's doing. Like I said, that energetic loop. And it's kind of just, it's making you passive, pile number 2. It's making you a lot more fucking passive than you need to be. I gotta be honest, I really do. And I mean, I love the blue here with your blue tea light, and they're wearing blue, and the background of this card is blue. There's blue everywhere, but I feel like Spirit is saying, and blue is the color of peace and the throat chakra. There's a lot of things that haven't been said here that need to be said, and I feel like Spirit is saying here, this has been like way too passive for you. Whatever energy loop with whoever this is, like this is too passive, okay? There's a bridge that you need to cross here. That they're telling me about, okay? We have the 9 of Pentacles. Yep, this is where you're supposed to be. All right, now look at you. You're wearing red. You're channeling energy. You've got nature all above you. You're abundant. You're free. You're living your life for you, okay? For some of you, if you have a partner that you're in a closed energy circuit with, I feel like some of you need to get away from that so that you can really think and create and have time to dedicate to what it is that you need to do. Also, you guys definitely need to be out in nature to get in touch with that, okay? And to feel the energy of nature to help cleanse you, all right? We have the 4 of Wands here, and yeah, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Okay, you guys, I got something for you right here, you guys. If there is someone, and it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but if there is someone that you're in a stalemate in your life with here, I feel like Spirit is saying this kind of frozen passive energy, even if it's just within yourself, even if it's not another person, but this frozen passive energy has to go. Because you need more time and energy to be able to really tap into this fire, okay? And you need to be able to channel what it is that you're doing here and be very dedicated to it. You know how people go, like monks would go off into the mountains to like, I don't know if they did this. I'm just feeling this energy of like going off and like studying and going off and focusing and honing a craft and, you know, really dialing into the energy, dialing into it, okay? You need space and freedom to do that. Your energy can't be caught in a closed circuit. Now, I feel like what happens, your highest timeline is the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Wands is very passionate, okay? It's very, very passionate energy. And for some of you, you may have a different person that you're going to be with, or the passion, by you focusing on you and what it is you need to do, the passion will be renewed here. But for some of you, there could be a marriage on a higher timeline for you, okay? And but it doesn't have to do with staying with someone that is making you overly passive about your life, okay? Because the Four of Wands, look at how he's holding her hand and she's twirling and he's like, it's your day, okay? And she feels beautiful. Could be a guy or girl watching this, but she feels beautiful and he's really like showing her off and letting her be very active and expressed in what she's trying to do. If this doesn't have to do, I mean, I feel like this involves your life purpose and also the people that you're around in your life. They should want to show you off. They should want to, like, they should get a smile on their face when they see you doing what it is that you do best, okay? They should be proud of you, all right? And like proud to show you off, proud to be with you, proud to let you shine, proud to, like, that's who I'm with. God damn, like, that's who I'm with. Or even friends, you know what I mean? Or family, like, wow, like, that's my sister or brother, or that's my cousin or whoever, you know, whoever's in your life. It's like, wow. And you get to have your moment, you know, on the bride's day. It's her fucking day. It's not anyone else's day. Pile number 2, okay? And I feel like this is also like a celebration of you. Like your highest timeline is not you being passive in a self-sacrificial energy circuit to appease other people who need you to stabilize energy, okay? I feel your highest expression is really in you showing off what it is that you can do here in your passion and your fire, okay? And if you feel I'm like really, really going off on this pile number 2, because your guides are like, your highest timeline is so much better than what you've been feeling or experiencing, but we need you to leap towards it, okay? And it may involve taking a risk or being single for a while or letting go of something or standing on your own for a while or whatever it is, or just, you know, being alone out in nature for a while. But your highest timeline has you, you know, meeting people that are very like happy to hold space for you to really shine and be yourself, okay? And to be with someone who's like really proud of you is what I'm getting, pile number 2, okay? And we have 3 of Pentacles here. Here's you guys. Oh my God. And look at, there's love in the background. And here's you guys presenting whatever it is that you do, okay? And I feel like your career or whatever you do that works on is like growing and ascending here. And I feel like you're pointing at it and you're winking. I also feel like your guides are pointing at your like progress and saying right now you're laying the foundation for what you can build on for the future. So don't be passive, all right? And I feel like they're pointing at the foundation right now and giving you this hand signal to come forward, and they're winking at you, okay? And part of you doing this, for those of you that are not happy in relationships or you haven't been happy or friends or anything, I do feel like doing this and laying the foundation is actually going to bring proper, real, amazing connections, love, friendship, etc. into your life, okay? I'm seeing the number 7 here, 777, all right, is popping up, and the number 2, all right? I'm also seeing 5A, which could be someone's apartment building. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's so many plans for you, like, that are already written, pile number 2, that are faintly, like, glowing in the background, but your guides are telling you now is when you lay the foundation, okay? And if you do, it's gonna serve you really well, and you're gonna be able to jump off and take risks from there and build upon that, okay? And for a lot of you, doing what you're meant to do and laying your foundation also has to do with you meeting someone in love or friendship who really supports you and really likes what you do and feels proud of you. Also, I feel like some of you may be in the public eye in the future, or you may be presenting something, or you may be like in the public eye in some way. So I need you guys to lay the foundation for that right now and really get after it, okay? Pile number 2, if somebody would have given me that advice when I was younger and helped me to develop my psychic gifts, I might have started way earlier than I did. I mean, I've always been intuitive my whole life. But like you guys, I was caught in a closed energy circuit for a long time. And some of it was my own fear, you know, and some of it was also other people's energetic grid, okay? But at the end of the day, we're sovereign beings and we are the ones that are going to own our fire. All right, pile number 2. So that is what I am getting for you, my loves. What an amazing reading. I loved your guys' reading. I mean, it's just so positive. I love it, pile number 2. And for those of you that have comments, do leave your comments. I love to read them. And if you ever have any questions or anything about anything, you can always email me. All right, pile number 2. Take care, my loves. And let's move on to pile number 3. All right, let's do it. All right. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the red tea light, and today's reading is called Permission to Live Your Highest Timeline. Okay, pile number 3, and we are going to get messages from your spirit team tonight to really clarify what this is for you, how you're going to get there, and what your team is bringing through for you, okay? So we're going to get into it. As I was starting your guys' reading, Spirit was like incantations. It was telling me that. So maybe that's something you guys are doing on, or you do some type of magic or spell work. Pile number 3 or mantras as well. Let's go ahead and get into it. My sweet lily of the valleys in pile number 3, okay? Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 3s who come here today, especially spirit team for pile number 3, please. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium between pile number 3 and the spirit world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Ooh, the Elder of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Hey now, on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, I feel like you guys could be wondering, is it time to, should I do what I really love or should I chase this coin? Maybe you're kind of giving your that thing, right? You're kind of doing that in your head. Or you're just thinking of maybe it's time to retire something and do what I really love. Or yeah, anyway, we're going to get more into it, pile number 3, okay? So let's look at it here for my pile number 3s. Ooh, we have healing. Healing. You know, it's kind of like journaling here too. It's like the time to heal, right? Like I got to make money. I got to take care of myself. There's material things we need to do here. Your highest timeline has you guys having, you know, a lot of material advantages in life. I feel like pile number 3, okay? But I also feel like Spirit is saying healing. It could be physical healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing, healing on all levels, all right? That Spirit is really wanting to direct you to right now. So there's some healing taking place right now, I feel like, for you guys, that is helping you to move towards your highest timeline, all right? And some of you may have like childhood stuff or inner child things that you're doing here as well. I'm getting the name Savannah or Samantha, the S names. I'm also seeing a P, ZP, okay? Yeah, the initial Z is definitely here. When I'm scrying on tarot cards, the messages come so fast and then they go, and I have to pick them up right away. I also kind of see a music note here for those of you that like music or singing or have something to do with that, okay? Yeah, creativity for sure. And it was like, should I do what I really love that's making me money here? Or I also feel like you guys, like your highest timeline is to do what you love and make money off of it, you know? Healing the relationship between your inner self and your creativity is part of your highest timeline. We have here rest. Wow, healing and rest is really going to help your guys' creativity. Journaling, eating good food, I feel like too. I feel like you guys need some good, nourishing, healing food. I also feel like crystals, for those of you, like getting a green crystal for heart chakra. I also feel like heart and throat chakra here are what's really needing healing. And I feel like as a result, if you guys get some rest and take it easy, I feel like it's really going to help you shine creatively here, okay? Your highest timeline is very gentle, I feel so far, pile number 3, but we'll see what else we get. Turtle, yeah, wow, it's very gentle. Maybe you guys worked a lot in the past, or you always had to hustle for that hot dollar, or there was always so many responsibilities. Maybe some of you had responsibilities from a very early age, okay, or were expected to grow up very fast. And yeah, 3 of Swords. Oh my God. Right? Also, for some of you here, I feel like you could have had like a mother or a father who withheld resources from you, or a partner, a romantic partner, somebody who used money maybe to control you, or resources or money, and made you feel like very alone and lost, okay? And for some of you here too, like there is that inner child within you that kind of goes back to those moments, I feel like, growing up where people really did try to hurt you. I feel like it could be a parent, it could be both of your parents and also a sibling, but just people that really, for some of you here, I feel like a father for sure, okay? Or someone that wasn't around, and then the other one. Yeah, I think you guys have had to, even growing up, I feel like you guys have had to grow up very fast, or learn to take care of yourself, or you dealt with some pretty tough family situations. Yeah, we have the Devil here. So there's definitely some ancestral, like, you know, in your line, in your lineage of, you know, people who, and again, she's journaling here, or she's writing as a way to kind of self-heal. And I do feel like you guys are doing a lot of healing work now, and you may be thinking, well, I've got to work, or I got to take care of myself, but I also need to heal because there's a lot of shit that you've been through here. I feel like pile number 3, and even in your family, okay? Some of you may have grandparents that have crossed over and are watching you, just watching the work that they're doing. And I feel like they're sorry that they were not there for you like you needed them to be, or that they, you know, it could be an aunt and an uncle or grandparents, but I feel like they're sorry because they weren't able to be there for you as much as they would have wanted to be, okay? And I feel like there's a lot of times where you guys have felt very alone, and that people haven't really cared for you, and that they come, and when they need things from you, they come to kind of like take things from you, but they don't really, like, you know, they don't really help you in any way. In fact, they may hinder you. And I also just feel these people like really harming you, okay, or really standing over you and making you feel small, pile number 3. And I do feel like someone here could have slapped you. I don't know who that was. Maybe it was someone in your family who is physically violent. I am getting an energy of someone slapping someone here too, like physically, okay? I think the mental pressure, or the mental torture, or psychological torture was worse, honestly. I do feel like sometimes it feels like you guys are in a dark space, like by yourselves, and that you're really feeling the burden of all the generational trauma and the pain that was caused to you. And I do feel like you guys are, you know, I feel like there's been people in your life. There could be two people, could be siblings, parents, whoever. One person may try to reach out. There could be three, actually, again, with the three. But I feel like some of them are still, one of them particularly, I feel like is still hoovering in your energy, okay? But I do feel like you've cut people off, and as a form of self-protection and defense, and you've lit a light in the dark to really shine a light on things. And I feel like sometimes this is why you're getting very tired and exhausted as you're trying to, you know, work and get things done and be practical and make sure that you're taking care of yourself, like on a practical level or financially, etc. And I feel like this is very hard to do when, you know, when a person has experienced a lot of trauma, okay? It's very, very hard to keep it together. And when you're trying to heal yourself and you've cut people off and you feel alone, pile number 3, okay? A lot of heaviness here for you, my loves. And then we have the moon, but I love this moon card, okay? And then we have the Queen of Cups right underneath here. I feel like some of you are very witchy, or you're very connected to the moon. And like the moon is usually kind of scary, but I feel like you guys have learned to harmonize your energy. Like the moon card in tarot can be a little bit scary, but I feel like you guys have been through scary situations, emotional up and downs, being alone, having to do everything on your own. And, you know, you take it on, you do it, pile number 3. I feel like your guys' energy is kind of hard to explain, because you have a side to you that's very like soft and caring and empathetic, and maybe you're a healer too. And you have a very nurturing side where you don't want to see people hurt. And if you're a mother yourself or a father yourself, I feel you are very, you know, nurturing, or to friends or to people around you. But I definitely feel like you looked up to someone who you felt like hated you or didn't love you or wasn't there for you, okay? And I feel like this has been it's been very, very sad, pile number 3, because we're going to get happy here. So just stay with me, you know? I mean, I feel like it's like rest, healing, creativity, taking it one day at a time. And I feel like Spirit, your team is saying you are going to get happy. I feel like you guys have been through some tough emotional experiences, okay? And I think the thing is, pile number 3, is I don't think you expect every situation in life to be happy, okay? I don't think that you're not one of those people that thinks that everything in life has to be a huge happiness factory, all right? There's a realism to you, but there's also an emotional depth to you, and there's also kind of like a wistfulness to you. Like, I wish something didn't have to be this way, you know? And there's a saying that grief is like the love that we send out but isn't returned to, you know, like love that we've sent out that hasn't been received by other people. You know what I mean? Like we sent love or we loved, but then the other person didn't love back. And that is like really grief, you know? And the Queen of Cups is Cancer energy here too. A lot of moon, Cancer, a lot of that kind of energy here. And I feel like you guys are very good at working with the energy in the moment, okay? It may be very emotional, it may be disappointing at times or upsetting, but I feel like you guys are very like brave emotionally is what I'm getting, all right? Pile number 3. And, you know, everything that you've been through is going to take you to your higher timeline, okay? And there's just been, you know, here's the 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. There's just been, in the 8 of Cups, there's been, some of you may have had to leave home very early without much, or have been on your own for a while. And there was a lot of broken promises or broken dreams along the process here. And with the Hermit, I feel like some of you may throw yourself into work, or just, you know, yeah, there's a lot of, you know, pain here with the Four of Cups. It's like, why isn't this, you know, like, am I always going to be alone? And why does it hurt so much, you know? And I feel like you guys accept it. You're very mature about emotional pain. But here's where things get better. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's like, okay, it takes a minute. You know, your guys' journey here, not an easy one. From your family to your work to feeling alone to, I mean, I feel like you're very good at your work, or you have the ability to be very detailed or good at what you do, but just feeling alone and feeling betrayed, feeling like people don't really care about you, you know, all this stuff. And wanting to love and be loved and have all of that. Okay, it goes deep. I had to go pretty deep there. Pile number 3. I'm not even into your oracle cards. I went to the back of the deck to really just see what was going on here. And maybe that's kind of how it is for you guys. Like, it's hard to see what's going on here. You just know that you need to take things slow and you need to rest, and that you are going through a healing phase. All right. And here's where it gets good. The High Priestess. Okay. Some of you who are like witches, or you're learning. I feel some of you like leading people, or your higher self here popping in to tell you, like, to just explain to you how beautiful you are as well. Like, it's very intuitive and very witchy. Your higher self is actually showing up in the Star card too. I feel like if you guys could see like your soul or your higher self, you'd be like, fuck, because I feel like it is very beautiful. And I feel like people haven't always seen this about you. All right. And I do feel like you guys can work hard. You may not be very happy with some of you're very good at what you do, or you're very smart at it, but I feel like some of you are tired of it and you want to, like, passion here, Ace of Wands, right? And someone needs to come up and pick up this wand. It's just laying there, you know? And this is where things start to get good, you know, the Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups. And like, I'm happy with what I have. And, you know, even though my life hasn't been the easiest, like, you know, I'm happy with who I am and what I do have in my life. And I'm grateful for that. And I appreciate it. And yeah, sometimes I may get sad. Sometimes things may be hard. But, you know, I do see you guys having more people around you. I see someone approaching you too. All right. And offering you and being like, hi, like, how are you? Like a friend or a lover, or just somebody cool in your life who's like, hey, like on a day when you're having a down day, and they're like, hey, you know, how are you doing? Right? And yeah, that's what I'm getting, pile number 3. Okay. But we still got a whole bunch more to get in here. I think Spirit is just saying, take it easy. Okay. There's a lot going on. Some of you have been through a lot, I feel. So go easy on yourself here when it comes to your high. We have attraction, Mars, and hot. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna get more here. We have spy, watching, and inspecting. Okay. I feel like you guys kind of expecting or watching, expecting, maybe inspecting is the word here, like looking at someone and seeing like, what are their eyes telling me and what can I get from looking at this, and kind of, but I also feel like you guys are watching yourselves almost and expecting a lot from yourselves, even though you've been through a lot. Okay. I feel like you guys expect a lot from yourselves, or you feel like other people maybe watch you a lot and it gets kind of stressful. All right. But I also feel like there's someone here who you're healing from, where it was very much like a, you know, very explosive maybe attraction between you and this person. But I feel like now you kind of need some rest for this, or you need some space from this, or they do, pile number 3. Okay. And I think also too, you're watching and waiting to see what happens in a situation, pile number 3, okay? And I feel like sometimes maybe you guys might get a little bit obsessive about what other people are doing, or especially if you like someone or are attracted to them, like watching to see what they're gonna do, inspecting them. You're very detailed, pile number 3. But I feel like sometimes it drives you crazy, or it's upsetting to you, because I feel like a lot of you don't really miss any details. You know what I mean? And I feel like we need to have healing and rest and take it slow and evolve, right? At the pace that we're comfortable with, and not look at what other people are doing and wish that we could be kind of like going, you know, just living at full throttle, maybe like they are. We need to take it a little bit easier here. I do feel like there's someone that is going to be very attracted to you, pile number 3, and is going to light a fire underneath you. All right, that could be a friend, it could be a lover. I feel like there is someone who is attracted to you, and you might meet them when you're in your healing process, okay? But try to stay focused on what it is that you need right now, is what I'm getting here. We have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Absolutely. Okay. And maybe you guys have pets or little tykes that you love, little pets that you like. But protection from a powerful friend. I feel like your spirit team is definitely here. And they're telling you to like rest easy and take it easy, and don't. Some of you may have a hard time sleeping, or your mind is very overactive and you're watching to see what's going to happen with someone, and you're online or you're spying on someone. And I feel like it's kind of taking away from your healing process and your creativity. And I feel like Spirit's saying, you know, put down the phone or the whatever, get off the internet and get some sleep. And we're going to protect you here, okay? We have here purse. Pay attention to your finances. Yeah, with the turtle energy, I feel like you guys are very much like slow and steady wins the race, and that's completely fine. I don't really feel like you guys are really overspending. I feel like you pay attention to your finances. I actually feel you might be pretty good with your finances, pile number 3. You tell me in the comments. Pay attention to your finances. I mean, I feel like you do, pile number 3, but let's see what else. We have lion, time to act, okay? And I feel like Spirit is saying right now, you need to heal. You need to not let your creativity or your spice for life be drained out of you because you're busy spying or watching what someone else is doing, okay? This could be someone you were with in the past, or just kind of like really, or feeling like people are really spying on you or looking at every detail of what you're doing. I mean, maybe they are, and that's why we have this protector here, okay? Maybe you guys know that they are sometimes. But anyway, we need to pull back from this obsessive energy, is what I'm getting here with this spying and this attraction energy. There is kind of like an obsession thing going on here. And I feel like you guys need to chill, all right? And I know sometimes if you're a very action-oriented person who likes to kind of get out there and do things, or even if you just like to keep things in your life moving, I feel like Spirit is saying here, like, maybe you guys are getting a little tired of healing and resting and you're like, I kind of want to act, but I feel like it's not the right time, okay? And maybe you do need to save a little bit more money, or think about it a little bit more with whatever you're contemplating here, all right? Or just take it a little easy with that. But Spirit is telling you, pile number 3, when it's time to act, they'll let you know. Your team is going to let you know. For right now, you need to rest and heal and take care of yourself and save your money and take it one day at a time, okay? And if there's any obsessive energy, either you're giving it to other people or they're giving it to you, Spirit's like, no, okay? They'll let you know when it's time to act on something and go. We have here horseshoe, good luck. Yeah, you guys definitely need that, all right? After everything you've been through, it's like, where the fuck is my luck? You know, I feel like just you guys have gone through it, pile number 3, maybe in the last couple of years even. And we have purse and good luck. So I do feel like maybe it's been a little bit slow going with your finances. I feel like you do pay attention to your finances. I do feel like it's just been a little bit slow going. You know what I mean? With the turtle energy here. I do feel spirit, your guides are coming through to say you're going to have good luck when it comes to money. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming upstream and, be frugal if you can be, and save for right now or invest, whatever it is. Like, don't spend unnecessary money. Okay. I mean, I feel like you guys are working towards your timeline, and you have been working towards your timeline for a while. It's just that you've needed to actually take a little bit of a pause here to take care of yourself and rest. Okay. We have 6 of Pentacles, and that may be hard for you guys because I'm picking up a lot of Virgo energy here too, or just that kind of like go, 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 or get things done, or worky, worky, worky type of thing. 6 of Pentacles we have here. This is from a naughty deck, which I decided to use for this reading. And I kind of feel like if you guys have been holding back because of, I don't know if you were like raised in a religious household, or you were taught that like sex was bad, or, not pure or unclean. It's like, we need to get that out of the bedroom. Okay. And if somebody is like, sometimes religion wants to get our, moral, righteous behavior tries to invade the bedroom, or our passion, too many rules, too many regulations, too many, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, okay? I feel like that is not the thing for you guys. I mean, when you're ready, when you're through this healing phase, I feel like ultimately you guys are going to want to be around people that don't have these kind of hangups, or you are going to want to get rid of these hangups within you. If there's anything you feel like you're putting too many rigid rules around things, okay? It's like, let's just freaking enjoy the moment, right? There's too much thinking about what could happen in the future. How about enjoying the moment, right? Feeling pleasure and living in the moment. And this is like your highest timeline. You know what I mean? Like, you're healing right now to get to this, to like, 6 of Pentacles is the Lord of material success. So it's like money, money, money. It's like going out, having good food, having all your needs taken care of. It's also about like physical pleasure and attraction as well. And, having some kinky, fun, naughty times as well, maybe here, pile number 3. But right now you just needed a break here. Ooh, yeah. Oh boy. We got the 2 of Cups, and, you're having fun. Like, I feel for those of you that were raised around like women should be this way, men should be that way, religion, 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 BS, BS. I mean, if you're religious, that's fine. But like, how religion sometimes stops people from living, or just, even societal standards. It doesn't have to be religion, but just like, a good girl or a good boy should act that way. I feel like you guys are like, nah. I'm going to act this way, okay? And I love it. I feel like you guys are like, why wasn't I doing this before? I feel so sexy. I feel so set free. I'm just, wow, like, very vulnerable, and your body is like exposed and on display. It's nice. Pile number 2. It's right. Or pile number 3. It's like really connecting. Okay. And I feel like somebody in your past, maybe that you were with, tried to kind of squash this in you, or maybe it was society or religion. Something tried to squash like your libido, or your desire, or your ability to experience pleasure in the moment. Okay. And 2 of Cups. I mean, money and love is your highest timeline. And I feel like you guys are kind of like, when can I have this, right? Watching, waiting, like when can this be mine? And I feel like Spirit is saying with the turtle here, like, be patient. We're helping to build you up. We're giving you some good luck. We're protecting you. You're healing. And when it is time for you to act, we're going to let you know, okay? We have here dreams. Oh, shit, pile number 3. If I am not a channeler or what, but we have dreams of repressed lust, okay? And I was just talking about feeling like, you know, like my lust, like your lust, not my lust, but I'm speaking in your guys' position, like your lust has been your lust for life, or your lust for sexuality, or your lust for, you know, feeling good and feeling in your body and all of that has been kind of flatlined. Or maybe you've just had partners that have not, you felt like they weren't even interested in you. Like you might as well, like, you know, like, I don't know. They seem like they have this hot ass, fly ass person next to them, but they're just passed out, not really like paying it. They're not like sleeping with their mouth open, snoring, being a mouth breather, like falling asleep next to you, but not even doing anything while you're sitting there dreaming about what life could be. All right. And I feel like, you know, we got Lucifer over here in the corner looking at your booty like, my time is about to strike, okay? Repressed lust is about to be, you know, unleashed, okay? And like a lust for life too. Maybe it was a kid. Maybe some of you had a kid early, or you had a lot of responsibilities early, or you didn't really get to do what you liked, or you were with a partner that was just didn't even like sex, or they were very repressed or whatever. Like, just, or you were oppressed. I feel like here, it's like, who let the dogs out? Woof, 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 woof. Pile number 3. Like, that's what you guys need to be, all right? And I feel like ultimately that is what you're going to be. We have Moon in Capricorn here, and just feeling repressed from what we want to do, or just what we want to experience, okay? And I feel like you guys just don't want to be bored anymore in whatever it is that you're doing. And some of you may be a little bit tired of the healing phase here, but you know, the foundation's being laid. Oh yeah, we have the South Node in the past, okay? And we have card 21 here. So maybe some of you didn't really get to like go out for your 21st birthday and have a really good time and get crazy. Or maybe some of you didn't get to like go off and like have a bunch of different partners and be wild. And I feel like here, like this is card 33. Some of you could be around age 33. And I always, when I look at this card, I feel like the Space Needle in Seattle is here, okay? But I mean, I feel like you're shooting straight up, and here's your libido, here's your life, here's your energy. Look at all the moons, all the different phases of the moon are here. Like whatever mood you're in, it's like, let's go and really tap into the energy of the moment, okay? And it's like a rod shooting up and it's energized, right? And I feel like that's what you wish your past was like, but I feel like it was kind of repressed in a way, okay? By people who really didn't want you to like live life to its fullest, okay? And I feel like, you know, hell, there's no time like right now, pile number 3. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is your past is not indicative of your highest possible timeline, okay? Your past is your past, and, you know, it means something, and it has an effect on us, but I also feel like Spirit is saying you're gonna look back on this period and be glad that you did all this healing work and resting, because I feel like the future is, you know, gonna be a lot better here. Pile number 3. Yeah, we have boundaries. All right, look at the knife. We have boundaries. So I do feel like there are people from your past that could have tried to control you, or wanted you to live your life in a certain way, or repressed you. And I feel like you guys are really putting boundaries to that, okay? And your spirit team is helping you with this. They're helping you as well. And they're like, you don't need that. Nah, you don't need that, okay? And they're trying to help you heal and build the foundation so that you can really have the type of life that you want. Because I feel like there is like a very vivacious, exciting, person within you who wants to live the life of your dreams. But I feel like for you guys, it's taken a little bit longer than maybe you feel like other people had more chances to do this because of either like the house that you were born in or how you grew up or the parents that you had or the circumstances that you were in, okay? But that is fine, pile number 3. Like, life isn't over yet, okay? If you're watching this video and you're still breathing, life is not over yet, okay? And there's just shit from the past that needs to be cut out for sure, all right? Life is definitely not over. And I feel like with this attraction and Mars and hot energy, life has the potential to get very spicy for you, okay? It's building up is what I feel like, pile number 3, okay? So let's go ahead and see. When it comes to pile number 3, Spirit, living their highest timeline, Spirit team for pile number 3, what would you like to tell pile? They just really want to encourage you and keep it light. I feel like we saw into your past with that devil energy and everything you dealt with, okay? But they're like, let's keep it light, let's heal, let's rest, let's move forward, cut out the shit. We're protecting you here, and we'll let you know when it's time to act, okay? So let's see. What is their advice here for pile number 3? The Magician, absolutely, okay? And yeah, yeah, it's like, why isn't this fucking spell working? I got this amulet here, I've got this book, I got my knowledge and everything I need, but where's my results, okay? And I feel like some of you may be feeling that way, and you have been in a phase of healing and resting, probably gathering money and resources as well, tapping into your creativity, healing, having gone through a lot, okay? But I mean, I feel like it's magic, okay? Whoa, ho, it's magic. Pile number 3, okay? Your highest timeline is to be a magician and to make whatever it is that you want manifest. And I feel like some of you have been very frustrated around manifestation, honestly. And manifestation can be a real bitch anyway. And with the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, some of you may have felt like you made a wrong choice in life. I mean, whatever, pile number 3, like how I would say there are some things in my life I feel like I could have made a better choice on for sure. But also I feel like today, I'm not dead yet. So there's a lot that could happen, right? And the Magician holds the potential for everything, okay? And I feel like you're gaining everything that you need. Like the Magician has a cup, a wand, a pentacle, and a sword. The Magician has everything they need. And it's just like at the moment, like you guys are like, I have everything I need. I feel like I'm ready to go here. But why is my manifestation not working, or why can't I have what I want type of thing, okay? Manifestation, I feel like there's a lot of toxicity in the spiritual community around manifestation anyway. Pile number 3, don't, beat yourself up for something that you feel, isn't happening. Just take it for what it is, because there is a lot of things that had to go here with this boundaries card first. And what else here? The 5 of Cups. Yeah. I mean, we're still healing, I say we because I'm here with you, pile number 3, but there's still healing going on here. All right. And I feel like because you're still healing from something and I feel like there's something, if there's an obsessive thing going on here and looking at the past and kind of obsessing about it, I think we need to, at this point, I think we kind of need to draw a boundary with that and keep swimming upstream. You know what I mean? There's always going to be some asshole with an empty cup who thinks that they have the answer to whatever it is that you're going through. But honestly, pile number 3, I feel like you're the one who is going to heal yourself. And with the moon and the high priestess and all that stuff that came up, I feel like you guys are the ones that are going to heal yourself, okay? And part of it has to do with not, because the Five of Cups is Mars and Scorpio, which can be very, very obsessive. Like staring at those three cups, like, why, right? And sometimes like that will drive us crazy, or just obsessing about the past or old situations, you know? And, you know, the dirty dog of the past, pile number 3. It's like, I love dogs, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, get the past out of here already. Let's go ahead and get another one here. I mean, you guys have just had to take it easy though, I feel too here. We have the Three of Wands, and I feel like for some of you, you're afraid that you're going to put yourself out there and then you're going to get stuck doing something that you hate or that you don't want to do. Or maybe some of you here actually have to do some work that you totally hate. And you're looking for another job, and you've sent out some, you know, resumes, or I feel like just keep on that front. I feel like Spirit is saying, try not to get discouraged and just keep, you know, just keep going forward, okay? Like, there's good days, there's bad days. Keep going for it is what I feel, all right? And there could be this energy of regret with the Five of Cups, like maybe I just should have stayed in that role, or maybe it was wrong of me to go looking for something else. No, I feel like with the Three of Wands here, Spirit is saying, keep going, keep looking, keep it up. Three of Wands, right? Not to the point of exhaustion, but keep it up, and try not to get bitter is also what I would say about certain things, and try not to like blame it on yourself or take it out on yourself when things are kind of at a standstill, because I think you have needed this standstill in order to progress, okay? And I know sometimes it can feel like justifying things, that like one right with a wrong or some kind of shit like that, okay? And I get it, pile number 3. It's not fair at times. Life can feel very unfair at times. But let's go ahead and see what else here for my pile number 3s. What else? Ah, I love it. Ooh, nice. We have the Page of Cups here. Ah, and the Ace of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. Ah, with the Queen of Swords. All right. Yeah, the Tower, some things. Ooh, but this Tower is hot. I mean, look at you. Everyone else is fucking and flirting and making out and having a good time, but you're just like, where's my good time? Or how can I live free like that? How can I enjoy life like that? And I mean, it's a process here with the Nine of Pentacles, but I definitely feel like it has to do with you guys making up your mind about something and being willing to let something go so that you can have what you want. Ace of Pentacles, okay? And it's going to be right there waiting for you. Look at, I feel like your spirit team has this pentacle right here waiting for you with your name on it. Pile number 3, okay? Lion energy, they will tell you when it is time to act. They have your dream and what it is that you're going for or hoping for right here, waiting for you when the time is right, okay? And the Page of Cups to me here, like, this is called the Elemental of Cups in this deck, which is like the elemental of water, or like the water fairy. And to me, this feels like emotional freedom. Pile number 3, for those of you that have been like emotionally obsessed with something, or, you know, just blaming yourself or wondering why like things aren't happening the way you want them to. I do feel like with the Page of Cups is also very creative and dreamy and healing and rest and watery. And this, you need this. You need like a water energy. You need a cleansing water type of energy in your life, okay? And like the moon is actually healing for you guys. Like the moon card could be scary in decks, but I feel like the moon is actually healing for you. And you need this flow, okay? You need the cleansing, you need the healing, and it may be kind of something that you haven't experienced before, a little bit opposite to your nature. It's almost like poetic, or that feeling of wanting and that feeling of creativity and where that comes from, and the sexuality that's kind of wrapped up in it too. And, you know, and I feel like you guys are like, ugh, you know, I feel like you guys don't necessarily like being underwater or kind of being with your emotions in that way. But I feel like right now, Spirit is telling you, like, this is what you have to do. And I feel like here I'm seeing this like sad little seal over here. But I feel like this is like old, like prior you, and you're taking your foot and you're pushing off of it and you're floating back up to the surface, okay? And right now I'm getting very poetic here, pile number 3. You guys are like eye rolling me, but like you're coming up for air, because I feel like you guys are more air. You know what I mean? Like you're more comfortable like with the air or the earth. This being underwater is kind of uncomfortable, you know, the resting, the healing, the waiting, all of this. But I feel like this could have something to do with igniting your creativity as well for a future endeavor that you're actually going to do. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, okay? Like with the Ace of the Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, the thing is that your guys' highest timeline, I feel like, has been a bit of a mystery to you. And maybe it has been for your whole life, all right? But I feel like Spirit is saying you guys need this time to heal, to rest. And there is something poetic and creative that is in your spirit that needs to come up to the surface, okay? And whether it's being a high priestess, working with the moon, intuition, whatever it is, art, poetry, whatever it is, like even, you know, dance, like anything can be creative. Anything can be creative, like being your own boss or having your own business, or being the one, instead of doing things that are like very boring and repetitive for a job, like doing something that it feels more freeing to your soul, okay? I mean, these are the things that you are, I feel like you're emerging out of the water here in due time, okay? Pile number 3, in due time. And I do think there is some things about your higher path, your highest path right now, that are a bit of a mystery, and maybe even to you too, and to me as well, because your guides are not like telling me this is the whole plan. You know, they're saying this is going to be waiting for you when it's time, and when it's ready for you to act, we will let you know, or you will know within you. And when you kind of come through this and you come up for air, this is what's going to be waiting for you, and it's going to be the beginning of a whole new thing, okay? And to a great extent, pile number 3, your guides trust you, I feel like, to create your highest timeline for yourself and to do what you want, because you have gone through these experiences, okay? I don't feel like they're trying to control your highest timeline at all. I feel like they're trying to put opportunities in front of you that are going to lead you and create a foundation for the future, okay? And that is what I am getting for you, my beautiful pile number 3s. It took me a minute to unpack your reading, and I think your pile might be the longest out of all the piles. And it was just 919 on my clock. Now it's 9:20, but I mean, I feel like I took a while in your guys' pile because it was a lot to unpack here. Pile number 3, I hope that reading resonated for you, and do leave me a comment if so. Thank you so much, my beautiful pile number 3s, and many blessings on your path. Take care.